Up next on End of the Day Beer Review, we're going to be looking at Founders KBS. This is a flavored stout, and this is coming in at 12.2% ABV. Check it out. Hi buddy, it's Rich and welcome to End of the Day Beer Review. If you're new, welcome. If you're a new subscriber, thanks so much for subscribing. I hope you enjoy the review, and if you do, hit that like button. Today we're going to be looking at an offering from Founders Brewing. This is KBS, the Amazing Kosmickies. This is highly acclaimed KBS, a flavored stout, coming in at 12.2% ABV. Now, it's funny, I didn't realize that this was actually a cellared beer that I had. I thought this was a recent one, but it says that it was bottled on 2/13/19. So this is from 2019, and I am looking at it today, and today is like December 11th, 2023. So it's a few years old, 4 years old. And you know, so far, I've tried one other beer. Now, I've tried regular KBS, but I did try the cinnamon vanilla, which was pretty good. So this must be their base, and it says on the back, what we have here is an Imperial Stout brewed with a massive amount of coffee and chocolate, then cave-aged in oak bourbon barrels for an entire year to make sure the wonderful bourbon undertones come through in the finish. So this should be right up my alley. High ABV, which I like, coffee, which I like, chocolate, which I like, and a stout. Let's crack it, see what it looks like. Not getting anything just with the opening, so I'll pour it in the glass. And it pours really dark. I don't want to say jet black, but that is pretty dark. And I'm going to pour the whole bottle in here. Jet black beer, probably one finger of head. That head is a dark brown. Definitely some legs on the glass and some lacing. It's clinging to that glass, and with that, getting a lot of that smell of the bourbon, sort of that oaky bourbon barrel. Let's give the nose a taste, or I'm sorry, let's give the nose a test. Getting a lot of chocolate and a lot of bourbon, which to me is awesome. I'm really happy about that. Now, it's I want to say it's sort of like a dark chocolate aroma, which I like as well. So the nose is pretty straightforward. Chocolate, bourbon, that's what I'm getting. I'm not really getting any coffee. The roastiness I'm getting there, I think, is the oak from the bourbon barrel. But you know what, let's try the most important thing. What's it taste like? Wow. Have to be honest, it's a little disappointing. One, right off the bat, significant alcohol burn going down, which, I mean, I like the high ABV, but I like when the alcohol sort of blooms later on. This one, as soon as it started to go down, it's really a little bland. Little roastiness on the back of the tongue. Sort of a smokiness to it. But I'm not really getting the bourbon that I was hoping. Not getting any of the chocolate, and I'm getting no coffee. So I don't know if, well, first off, this was in the fridge for quite some time. I've let it warm up a little bit. I'll try and warm it up just a little bit more. And quite honestly, this is a bit disappointing. Wow. Yeah, I gotta be honest, there's a little bit of smokiness to it, a little roastiness that maybe is the coffee. I'm getting almost no bourbon. I'm getting a significant alcohol burn. It seems like the only thing that's left in this is the alcohol. I don't taste it so much on, you know, in my mouth, but the burn is significant in the stomach. Carbonation's a little bit more than I expected also. You know, I've come through a couple of weeks of a lot of Bourbon County, which I have to admit, I am very pro Bourbon County. I mean, hell, I even have a Goose Island sign over there. But I expected more from this, and quite honestly, after the KBS cinnamon vanilla, which I don't think was quite as old, let me see. This was 2021, so even when I tried this, this had been in the fridge for about 2 years. This is really disappointing, I'm sorry to say. It's not bad, it's just there's nothing there. You know, it tastes like a very generic stout. A little bit of oak, a little bit of roastiness. The bourbon is not really there. The coffee is not there. There's just, well, maybe that's what that bitterness is on the back of my tongue. The chocolate that's on the nose is nowhere to be found in this. So I have to tell you, I'm a little bummed by this. I expected it. You know, I guess that's it. When you start talking about bourbon barrel aged stouts, you think Goose Island, you think stuff like that, and this one just does not live up to that. Now, 2019 as a year sucked. Even the Bourbon County from 2019, when we did our blind taste test, wasn't the greatest, but there was flavor there. This is just very bland, and I'm wondering if it's very bland all the time, or if it's just bland because it was cellared. I'm gonna try one of these new. I'm gonna grab a KBS that is brand new. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna see what it comes out to, because I've heard KBS is very good, and so far this is just sort of a disappointment. Anyway, folks, have you tried Founder's highly acclaimed KBS? Because if you had, I'd love to find out from anybody out there if this is just, if I just got a bad one, or maybe they don't cellar that long, because this, like I said, is extraordinarily bland. It just does nothing for me, which is a bit of a bummer, because I expected it to be, I hate to admit it, I expected it to be Bourbon County. It definitely was not. In fact, I have to say, I find it a bit disappointing. Anyway, folks, I'm going to try one more of these if I can get my hands on it, a 2023. Maybe I'll put it up on the channel. Maybe it's just that this does not cellar well. But if it is that, this is one of the few stouts that I've had that haven't been, you know, something that can be stored for a while. But for now, I'm going to call this review, actually, this review is sort of a bummer, I'm sorry to say. I'm going to... I mean, will I finish it? I don't know if it's worth it. I really don't, which I don't say often. Normally the beer is good enough that you're going to finish the beer, and this one is just sort of basic. It's definitely not something that I'm going to go out of my way to drink tonight. I'm probably going to open up a different beer and drink that. Anyway, folks, thanks for joining me. If you have tried KBS and it's been really good, let me know. Tell me what to look for. Tell me, you know, is this not a cellarable? Is that even a word? Is this not a beer that you can cellar? And, you know, should I go out and try it before I drop the money on a fresh one? Anyway, folks, I'll see you next time. I'd say I'm going to sit back and enjoy this one, but I'm not. I'm probably going to dump it, wash the glass, and enjoy a different beer. Anyway, folks, I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Hit that like, subscribe button, comment below, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, but this is probably going down the drain. See you later.